When I started my transformation journey, I made a ton of mistakes, and every woman over 40 will naturally make these mistakes to lose weight. I'm going to go into my top 5 mistakes that women make over 40 for fat loss. Hello fam, and welcome to my channel. My name's Melissa Neal, and this channel is all about helping you, if you're a woman over 40 or like me over 50, get in amazing shape. But your body has changed. The things that you did in your younger days for fat loss no longer work, and naturally you're going to gain around about 10 kilos, around about 20 pounds if you keep doing the same things you were doing. You're just going to gain weight. So you need to be doing things differently, and some things are completely wrong. You're going to have a little bit of a shift in your mindset, because what I'm about to tell you, it's counterintuitive. All these things you've probably used for fat loss and they've normally worked, and you think that that's what's going to work in the future, and your body's changed through menopause. And even if you're not even in perimenopause yet, your body's changed once you hit over 40, and those things are just not going to work anymore. So the first thing I'm going to talk about that I did and it didn't work was tons of cardio. Now, what do I mean by that? I'm not talking about walking. I'm talking about strenuous cardio. I'm talking about things like long distance running. So it's strenuous cardio that you are doing endurance type of training. So whether that's like triathlons, whether that's really long cycling sessions, whether that's running in particular. I do have a problem with women over 40 doing long distance running. So I was training for half marathons, and I can tell you, I didn't look in amazing shape. I didn't look great when I was doing that. And so the reason that that's a problem, so endurance training in particular is a problem, is because you're going to lose muscle mass, and you've already lost muscle mass at a rate of 1% per year over the age of 40. That's what's happening. And so when you do tons and tons of cardio, so I would say kind of ballpark over 30 minutes of cardio per session, that's actually going to make your muscle worse. In other words, you're going to reduce your muscle. And what you want to be doing is building your muscle up, because that's the thing that's going to improve your metabolism. So when I work with women, what I actually do is cut down on their cardio. And I'm going to talk about what we do instead later on. The number 2 biggest mistake that I made, and tons of women do this, is undereating. It could be just simply undereating. Sometimes it's done through extreme fasting, so things like 24-hour fasting, that kind of thing, will result in undereating. Why is that a problem? Because again, it's going to slow your metabolism down, and what you want to do is boost your metabolism. So if you're not eating enough food, and that's what I did, I thought that was the way forward, just diet down, right? Eat less calories. But if they're extremely low, what's going to happen is your body's going to hold on to its fat stores more, because it's going to adapt. Bodies are really great at adapting when we go into starvation mode. And then what's going to happen is you won't burn fat so easily, because it's trying to hang on to those fat stores. So what you want to do is actually eat adequately. And I'm going to talk about how to eat in the next mistake. I am running a transformation competition specifically for women over 40 with a $15,000 cash prize fund plus coaching prizes. If you want to take part in this amazing transformation competition, click the link below go to my website and sign up as soon as possible, because the earlier you sign up to this, the longer you've got to get that transformation. Now, the deadline is the 31st of January 2024, and you will go through an 8-week program with me, including your nutrition plan, your workouts, and live Q&A with me. So don't hesitate, because everyone is going to be a winner in this competition, because even if you don't win, you're going to have that amazing success with transforming your body and reducing that midsection. So the next mistake I made, number 3, is not eating enough protein. So that was a huge mistake I made, because I was under-eating, so literally I couldn't be eating enough protein if I was under-eating. And you need, as a ballpark, you need 1 gram of protein per pound in your body weight per day. If you weigh 160 pounds, you need to be eating 160 grams of protein per day. And I've made a video all about how to calculate your macros and your calories, so do check that out. I will link that in the description. The number 4 biggest mistake, and I really wish I knew this, is I wasn't prioritizing strength training. So what I thought when I needed to lose more and more weight was like, oh, okay, I need to increase my cardio. And what was happening is I wasn't doing much strength training because I was increasing my cardio. And that's kind of the wrong way round. What you need to be doing is actually prioritizing your strength training, because that's the thing that's going to help your body burn more fat. That type of exercise, because what putting muscle on does is it helps your body burn fat just when you're resting. So when you're resting, when you're sleeping, your basal metabolic rate is actually going to increase. And your basal metabolic rate is really important for fat burning. So if you can improve your basal metabolic rate, fat burning is going to improve. So you're going to burn more calories. And that is exactly what strength training does. Building muscle will help your body burn more calories, and you will actually turn into a fat burning machine. Now, it doesn't happen overnight. You need to be patient. I've been building my body for over 6 years now. So it's not like a short-term quick fix. Muscle building takes time. You can start to see changes in your body, around about the 12-week mark when you come to building muscle. The longer you spend, so for me it's been years, on building muscle, the better your metabolism's gonna get. The number 5 mistake that I made was focusing too much on scale weight and not focusing on fat loss and body composition. So what does that mean? Well, scale weight, when you look at what you weigh on the scale, that doesn't tell the whole story. Scale weight records how much water you've got in your body, not just fat. So if you're focusing too much on losing weight and not improving your body composition, that doesn't give you the whole picture, because when you lose weight, it can actually be water and muscle mass, especially when we're talking about rapid fat loss. And so what you want to be doing when you lose fat is you want to be retaining your muscle mass, and that it requires a slightly different approach, which will mean you don't see significant weight loss on the scale. And so you have to change your mindset about that. Hopping on the scale every day, or even perhaps every week, can be really unhelpful if that is your marker of success. Your marker of success should be measurements and photos. And when I started going down that road of actually paying attention to what I look like and taking my measurements and taking pleasure from that and not taking pleasure from the scale, that mental shift really helped me improve my body composition. So let me know if you've made any of those mistakes, or maybe you're making them now. Are you going to change them? Have I convinced you? I know it's really difficult to kind of turn around some of those thoughts in your head, especially about like cardio and scale weight and eating more. That can be a real mindset shift, but I promise you, if you start thinking like that, it's going to make a huge difference in your transformation journey.